So, we're going to start the way that we always start. Just close your eyes and just notice what is happening right now. And then opening your eyes and just again noticing, what did you notice? Where did you go? And yeah, today we're going to stay sitting up and put the sprinkler method balls underneath our sit bones there. Do you guys have bands? I'm wondering about doing some band stuff, and I was all prepped to do that today, and then I thought, I don't know that you all have bands. So you can get them online, and you can buy them from me. I use really long bands like this to do all sorts of other kind of movements and exercises, and feels awesome. I really like them, and they're a good way to just like really, relax your shoulders or feel a burst of muscle groups working, or they're in the tool chest for sure. So just start by moving your chest around. Moving your chest around, and as I'm moving my chest around, I'm aware of the balls underneath me, feeling that kind of squish squash. hmm And it's just, again, today, the opportunity to kind of go, like, how are you doing to your body? The same way, you would to a dear friend that maybe you haven't seen in a day or two or years. It's like, how are you doing? So wonder about creating that sort of a connection within your own body. Going around and around. And I'm really moving my chest, but I'm also really paying attention to where the balls are touching. And then let's just take our hands with our hands touching our ribs and just gently press your body from side to side. And so feeling the movement from side to side, and again, many different places to feel in your chest, in your pelvis. Is your mind supporting you? Okay, so we're kind of combining a few things here. Noticing just the strength of your structure holding you up here and moving you accordingly. I'm going to cross legs the opposite direction now. And the same kind of thing, side to side moving, breathing, feeling, noticing. So as you get comfortable, just start to reach your arms out to the side. And it's almost as if you're being pulled from side to side, pulled from side to side. And if you can, it's kind of like patting your head and rubbing your tummy. I want you to circle your wrists. So if this is too much in your neck, lower your hands down a little bit. Circling wrists, moving chest side to side, feeling the balls under you, breathing, and being able to really register all of these things happening. Good. Maybe sighing every now and again, asking your body if it's necessary to hold tension in certain areas as you move. I'm going to do 3, 2, 1. Just reach your arms up and look up and maybe stretch, just wiggle, whatever you want to do up here. Some fancy mudra or whatever is so fine. Just stretching, reaching up, and just kind of shake your arms down. So I'm going to do that 2 more times. So I'm still sitting on the balls. I'm reaching my arms out and up. And I'm wiggling my fingers. I'm stretching my face up, my shoulders up, moving my arms in different ways, and then shake them down. So use my suggestions as you like, and adding your own little tidbits in there. Reaching out, listening to your body, stretching up, And feeling at the same time, maybe as you stretch up, there's also a pressure going downward into the balls. And shaking, and that's vibrating all over you. Good, so we'll take the balls away. Just sit here again and notice how it feels to sit here. What's changing in you right now. Noticing your body, letting your body's cues, signals, help inform you about how well you're practicing whatever you're practicing. Ask your body what you'd like to bring to the mat today. What do you want to work through? What do you want to feel? Maybe you just want to clear some more space for feeling fancy. Or just simply you're looking to establish a cleaner relationship with your body. Your choice. When you have that word or that message, say it out loud. Let yourself really hear yourself commit to, I'm going to show up for myself today. So it's helpful when you say your own name. So it's like this, Alissa. And the word I'm going to say to describe is a breeze. Means something to me. That's all that matters. So I feel like I have breakfast in my teeth. We're going to move on. Now we're going to move towards like an all fours kind of a position, okay? So the basic movement, it starts like this. You start with one knee. We're going to alternate knees as this goes on, but you bring one knee forward and you tap forward. And then you're going to kick it way up high, and as you do, you're bending elbows. So I'm really reaching through that toe. I'm going to kind of look down. It's as if I was going to tap my forehead onto the mat as I bend. And then I come up. And then I do the other side. Forward, reach out. Okay, so this is the basic. Tap, extend and bend. Tap, you can do this on your elbows if you need to. Just kind of pitching forward. Okay, this is the basic. If you want a little more in between each one, you press up and you do a bit of a mountain climber. So it's like a 1, 2, 3. And then you go back to reaching. 1, 2, 3. Okay, tap, reach. Each day you do this, it might be a little different. That's fine. We're going to do 5 on each side straight in a row, so it's just and then the other leg. And then we go back to the mountain climbers in between. You can always just step a foot forward. Ever notice how we like to be kind of snarly to ourselves if we can't do something? Just make it work for you. Maybe we can help each other take that kind of edge out of it all. Good. this, let's come back. If you want more, just rewind this. Come back and just bow to what is right now. So slowly coming up. Grab your Franklin Method balls or small pillow or whatever you're using today. Put them underneath your low back. And we're gonna, well, not low back. You put them about at the height of your bra strap, holding your head, and you slowly lower your head down. And just gently bringing it up and down. So the basic is just slowly coming up and down. And slowly up and down. That's fine. Up and down. That's fine. And you're going to lift the leg up and down. Good, so letting the leg be kind of in rhythm with your head. And if you need, it's so fine to just bend the knee and do it. To do it small, or to just imagine it going. You'll feel different parts of your belly working depending on the amount your leg is bent. So it's actually quite a good, try a few with slightly bent, try a few with really bent. And as you become more and more aware of the different layers in your abdominals and the fibers, it's like you'll feel, oh, I do feel that changing. So just play with the leg and do two more on this side. All the while really feeling your back and the ball interact. Let's do the other leg. So again, just do as much as you're comfortable with. Trying some bends. It's like each day you might feel there's a certain spot that you're like, oh yeah, that's it, I like it, And some days you're like, no, I don't want to do that one. I want to just go for this one. So your body is your body is cute. Your body has fun signals for you to pay attention to. Couple more. That is plenty. Take the balls away. Notice how you feel, both in your belly and in your back, and just lie here for a moment. I like the way it looks to just watch the trees out here. You can imagine if you're inside the ceiling, just transport into trees. It's really cool. Fall more and more in love with it every time I do it. Alright, so let us now kind of lie. Well, let's sit. We're going to sit for a moment here. And we're going to bring elbows, kind of, bend hands, bend elbows like this. And we're going to be just crossing the elbow across the midline. So again, meet this where you are, even if you're imagining that there's a long paintbrush or laser-like beam shooting out through the elbows, and the beam is actually what's crossing the midline. That's fine. Don't worry. You're doing it just right. The way that you're doing it now is just right. Trust yourself. Okay? And then just same kind of thing with the knee. So you can see my knee is coming not even to the midline, right? Start to move your hand just like me in the opposite. And imagine the two crossing each other. So it'd be like the hand in your imagination goes across and your knee comes all the way up by your ear. Okay, that's just the image. Your hand might cross a little more. Okay? You might touch your leg as you cross. Mm-hmm. Again, do what works best for you right now. 3, 2, shake it out. Let's come up to standing. So we're going to do this one. We've done it before. Elbows are bent, palms are facing up, and then face to the side at first. What you do is you take your arm, you bring it back around behind you, my thumb will point down, and I'm sort of, again, trying to press that arm towards the midline. And then I swing it back around. And then so this is from the back. Push, push. And eventually you are going to look with your hand. Push, push. And I do this little, move my legs. It's natural for me. And so keep going and find in you, there's that place where it's like push, like you're pushing through water with your arm versus just throwing it. And one thing that I actually really like is like my arms are sore today. So every movement that I do with the arms, because they're already heightened in their awareness, it's like, oh, I can really feel that. And my belly's a bit sore, so it's kind of like I'm feeling how they connect together. And just let your mind be with you here. Notice how once the repetition starts, are you gone somewhere else? Thinking about how much time you have left, or what am I going to do next, or whether or not you can feel this working, or if it's as hard as it should be. I don't know what you're thinking about. But his thoughts are the thoughts supporting you right now. Just shake them out a bit. We're going to take this wide stance here. And we're going to do a bit of bend knees. And we're just going to shift hips side to side. Side to side. So I'm putting my hands on my hips so you can really see. I'm not moving my hands other than they're riding on my pelvis side to side. And just see if you can do that without straightening knees so that the motion is really in the pelvis, even if it's just this small. So letting the swing happen, breathing, actually working your belly in this on its own. Don't worry about squeezing anything. And feel your inner thighs. And then pulse. So the movement of your pelvis is really important to the health of your spine. So when we're, moving these small waves and creating these subtle wave-like motions, it's actually supporting your structure in a deep way. And sometimes it's strange or like sore the next day or a bit uncomfortable. I just encourage you to take it easy and listen. You'll get there wherever there is. Lifting heels now and pulse down. Keep the knees bent, heels come down, just tuck and extend your tail. So it's just kind of like tuck and extend. Again, within your range of motion, it might be teensy tiny. You could imagine or even touch on your tailbone. You can feel your tail swings forward and back. Like a dog has a tail, it's like pull your tail between your legs and then let your tail go back. Forward and back. Yeah, a dog, when a dog wags its tail, it's actually using its pelvic floor muscles to do that. So kind of thinking about that, you know, how they are when they're excited, they're actually in a way conditioning their pelvic floor. We're designed a bit differently because we're stand up, but it's a kind of cool thing to think about. Okay, 2 more. Tuck, extend. And we're going to do a last pulse with heels down. 5, 4, and come all the way up and reach your arms all the way up. Good. And then just kind of fold forward, however that looks. My knees are bent, and I'm just going to bend one knee, shift side to side, shifting side to side. Good. Okay. Coming up, we're going to just get our heart rates up just a little bit. So we're going to do 3 different things. One is high knees. So it's like you're running in place, high knees. You can do it just like this. You can actually run. We're going to jump in a circle and jump in a circle and then kind of hop side to side. Okay, so those are the 3 moves. We're going to start right now. We're going to do them 3 times, like 3 sets. Just getting our heart rates up. Okay, good time to work through that vigor. Hop. Hop. Around again. And again. Then we go side to side. Side. You can do this with shoes on. You don't have to be barefoot. You can bring your knees up as high as you want or as low. You can step touch. Make it yours. Good. Here we go. High knees again. Meet it where you are. Jump. Oops. Other way. Side to side. Side to side. See if you can smile. Can you enjoy this? Last time, run. High knees. I'm gonna punch your arms same time, getting that going all over you. Hop. Side to side, side to side. Good. Just coming down for a moment here. Breathe. Put your hands on your heart. You can stay standing if you like. Feel your heart. Feel the rhythm of your heart. Feel that thunderous, that beating, that boom, the drum inside of you. And I just have that feeling of just watching a beautiful, beautiful ballet and just being kind of floated away by the story of it and the beautiful grace of it. It's like I have that appreciation for my heart right now. So just sharing a bit of thankfulness to your heart if that feels right for you. And the truth is, it's always beating for you. So anytime you want to go and just give a little love to your heart, that's great. There's also your heart beats blood. Every single section, nuance, tiny little part of your body. So what if we just put a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of love, a little bit of light, a little bit of patience into our heart? Just like pouring it in. And to just feel or imagine that bringing more light, more love through every cell of our bodies. Just like, what would that feel like? Okay. So we're going to do one more thing, and that is that we're going to do one more, like, drastic moving exercise, and then we'll roll in the balls a bit. So hands are there, feet are there. Trying for a plank position here. And wide, so my feet are wider than my mat. So you decide, bottom could be high, bottom could be low, fists or elbows, whatever's appropriate. Okay, so tap one knee, and then the other. And just tap and tap, and play with it. Play with the height of your bottom, play with the movement, play with your breath, and just feel where it's all kind of surging and collecting up through your center. And breathe. Yep. Good. For the last ones, legs stay straight and just lift, lift, lift. I don't have to shift. Yep. One more to each side. Great work. Good. So just coming down, stretching back. Let your head rest. Breathe there as long as you like, and then grab your balls. So the last thing we'll do is roll on the balls. So I'm going to put mine, I can again feel my heart kind of surging just like that one. Whew. Balls go under tush, one under each cheek, and just rest over them. And gently sway your hips, just the same way that the leaves are blowing. So lucky for me in the moment, I have this image in real time, watching the wind blow the leaves of these trees. And each leaf is affected differently by the same breeze. And just like inside of your body, just letting that breeze or movement affect yourself in a whole bunch of different ways. Letting it melt your body, letting it help clear away more space for you to just remember the light that you are, and to feel support, and to feel love, and to feel your strength. You're amazing. So you're welcome to lift legs, to lie here, to feel that kind of deep crease in the pelvis, and just nothing to do, nowhere to go. You could rock your pelvis up and down, you could make interesting shapes, you could move the balls anywhere. And when you're ready, I'm pretty sure you know the drill by now. When you're ready, take the balls away. Notice how it feels. Describe it to yourself. This is very important. And then when you're ready, sit up. You know, you can ask yourself, ask your body what you'd like to bring with you from your class, from your movement, from your experience today. This is a nice one too, tapping. Throwing one more at you right now. But it's like, as you're walking by your house, by your balls later today, maybe just pick them up and give yourself a 30-second tap. And just notice what it feels like after you've tapped. Okay, I'll see you soon.